plug in my other thing. For when that controller dies. Okay. Now, let's see here. Sorry. Ice, if you leave my camera alone, like, please. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's get this friggin' game under wraps here. I really want to know how it's gonna end. So we left off after finding Leslie, Jean, and Winnie's bodies, and we found out how they died and what they were doing in their last moments. Gosh darn it, I'm an idiot. Kinda have to put in an increment. And now, the last place we can go is the Medical Bay, or Colony B, or whatever you want to call it, where Pierre was in charge. And the AI did not want to go there because of all the death and destruction it saw when everyone lost communication with the AI. So he really did not want to go there. And now we have to. So we've done everything else we can, and finding that plant in the agrodomes was a huge win for us. But the escape ship lacks a functioning food processor. I was hoping we would not have to do this, but Colony B is the last place we can look for one, and without it, you'll starve on the way back home. I forgot to turn that off. My bad. Aww. Sassy Britches is so nice. Always retweeting my stuff. As much as I don't want to, please just plot a course to Colony B in the shuttle bay, and let's get this over with. Yeah, all the auto hosts are coming in. Okay, now I have like 700. Don't ward Craig. No Entrapta. Eyelashes on right now, and they feel so weird. Pierre, final thing. I also, okay, my eyes started to twitch a little bit. That's annoying. Hold on, my battery just died on my controller. Darn it. Alright, this one's fully charged. Good. Alright, controller, you don't need to vibrate constantly right now. It's like stuck on vibrate or something. That's weird. Okay. Let's see. Based on what little information I was able to receive, the Colony B living spaces became very volatile in their final months. I really don't want to go in there, but we need to see if we can get our hands on that food processing unit. Everything we've discovered at the aggro domes will be in vain if we can't get a working unit installed in the escape ship. So I guess head inside and I'll guide you from there. Yeah, my controller's just stuck on vibrate. There we go. Hi, Bean. How are you? Bean, thank you so much for the host. Oh, gosh darn it. Also, I was going to do this earlier, but forgot to until now. You are not a Revlo mod right now, but seeing as you're one of my best friends and you support me in so many different ways, I wanted to make you a mod. Oh, you lost all your noodles. Bean, please. Cancel that. Okay. Yes, you have a sword, Bean. I just smacked myself in the face with a blanket. I probably got a shit ton of, like, lipstick on my freaking blanket now. But yeah. I know I have a ton of mods. I know I do, but literally I can go a couple of streams without having a single mod in my channel, so I need all the mods I can get. All the mods. Okay. It's on now, Maverick. He would not be able to ban you in my chat anyway. You don't do anything that's worthy of being banned. Bean. Alright. You should be in Hall A, south of Colony B crew quarters. The food processing unit should be in the mess hall. The door should be to your right. Please, Mel, let's just check the mess hall first. If we don't have to go any further, I'd rather not. I feel so bad for the AI. It's a ration unit for emergency supplies. It's completely empty. But yeah, Bean, how'd everything go today? You did the interview, yes? How'd it go? Spill the deets. Okay, hold on. It is cold. It's so very, very cold in here. I have my heating blanket on my lap, but it's not enough. It's not enough for some reason. Also, false eyelashes don't really show up on stream that well. Oh well. I can still feel them. It feels weird. Okay. There we go. These posters were made from hand-drawn slogans and images on the backs of readouts and technical blueprints. Their slogans vary, but ask essentially the same question. Where is Pierre Tong? Apparently the director was not popular after the Rift event. Hey Rob, how are you? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, like, oh, thank you so much for the follow, Rob. Alright. Okay, Mo, gonna pee, get popcorn. Okay, well, have fun with that, Bean. Tell Jade I said hey. But yeah, like, I do get trolls on occasion, so I really prefer to have a mod in my channel, but I know that, like, most of my mods are streamers and they're busy and stuff, so it's like, I try to have as many mods as possible for me, so that, like, I'm protected somewhat from that. Silo. I am well right now watching CMA Country Christmas. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Rob, but, you know, sometimes the award shows are just not as good as they're supposed to be. Alright. There's an alert on the display that says, please enter room codes in correct sequence. Milada El Amin, Elazar Sari, Sari Jit Bouchard, Mignan Rumsey, and Kaylee Pajari. You'll have to figure out which quarters belong to which colonists, I suppose, and enter their room codes here in that order. I'm going to be writing a lot of stuff down. Right. There's a terminal over there that might have info we can use, so we can make this quick. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Those hand-drawn signs read, "Day since Tong left us, 128. The numbers have been scratched out and rewritten several times." Not enough awards given with too many. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I've noticed that like a lot of the award shows nowadays have way too many performances. Which, I mean, it's fine. It's cool seeing people live and stuff, but, I mean, you're kind of there for the award ceremonies and stuff. This terminal contains reports related to the running of the colony after the Rift event. Perhaps we can use these to understand the situation at the time. From here you can access personnel profiles, incident reports, and council projections. Personnel. These reports give psychological breakdowns of many of the remaining colonists, as reported by head psychologist Bouchard. I'll load them up. The first profile is on communication specialist Kaylee. Subject is dealing with breakdown of colony by focusing on her child. She maintains a hopeful attitude. When her partner is available to care for their child, subject uses spare time to exercise. I believe this has been key to her mental well-being. The next profile is on sanitation supervisor Sari. Previous sessions with subject revealed a studious, calm individual. His pre-colony evals were always even. He remains focused on keeping calm and tidy to deal with the chaos around him. One unchanged facet is his desire for privacy, which is difficult with our new situation. The last profile is on El Amin. Subject continues to work tirelessly in her capacity as terraforming analysis. She hoards data on the subject. She has allowed several colonists to share her quarters as space becomes difficult. I suspect her passive nature is allowing others to abuse her kindness, however. Those are all the relevant entries I could recover from the terminal. Well, it didn't really help me with the passcodes. But okay. Incidents. Projections. I hit the wrong button. It looks like the colonists formed a rotating body to help organize the survivors and introduce some kind of order. The last entry is dated 2059-03-13. Second scouting party to Colony A has not returned. Supplies are at their limit, and compromise to Colony B only worsens. With current population, survivability is only a matter of months. Water filters continue to function, but rations are running out. There's an addendum entered a few days later. The child of Colony B, Crystal Pajari, has sadly succumbed to malnutrition and disease. Even her mother has abandoned hope. Oh, that sucks. Her baby died. How terrible. I had no idea. Honestly, I didn't. Poor AI. Incidents. In an attempt to maintain order, it appears the colonists formed a crude justice system whereby offenses were judged by peers and recorded. The most recent report reads, Technician Rumsey was detained after his third altercation with another colonist. His disruptive behavior is making things difficult. Though his contributions to the overall effort are appreciated, his talent for aggressive intervention is becoming a liability. In such a desperate situation, it must have been difficult to maintain a stable society. God, that sucks. That really freaking sucks, man. Hi, Kenzo. How are you? I'm really excited for your next stream, Kenzo. It's a portable med lab with extra supplies. There isn't anything left in it. Too bad we didn't find any of these in the medical facility. That does suck. Hi, Trekkie. How are you doing tonight? Oh, sorry. I had a bunch of Twitter things. I'm really glad to hear that, Kenzo. Alrighty. Plants. Planters have been rigged with water drips in an attempt to grow food. Someone must have brought seeds back from the agrodomes. Ah, Rob, spreading the follow love. Glad to hear that, Trekkie. I hope your weekend was good, too. You should be getting fun. Ooh, that's so exciting, Kenzo. I haven't really played any of the Final Fantasy games, except for maybe, like, a bit of number 7, I think it was. But I like watching people play them, so I'm really excited to watch those streams. Yes, Trekkie, I'll explain in a second. That board suggests the colonists set up a kind of community center and communication system. There are notes for ration quotas, work schedules, and water usage logs. Without me, I suppose they had to fend for themselves. So, we play a space person who is at a colony, and the colony has been there for about like 16 years on a different planet. And I forgot how the beginning went, but I am the sole survivor of the thing called the Rift event, which caused like this giant earthquake, well, planet quake, whatever you want to call it, on this planet, to just wreck all the different colonies. And so there's colony A, which is where I was at with the AI that's in the upper corner helping me. And then there's colony B, which is where I'm at right now, which was the medical facilities and stuff like that. Then there's the agrodomes, which was in charge of food. There was the mining place that obviously mined for fuel and stuff. And then there was the communications tower, which is where like they would send communications to Earth and stuff. And when the Rift event happened, it just like separated everything. And like, so people from the medical bay in this colony couldn't go get food from the agrodomes, and the agrodomes were dealing with a virus that was killing all the plants there, so they couldn't make more food. Everyone lost contact with the AI, so no one could communicate with each other. So just like a lot of crap happened, and I am trying to make an escape ship, put in all the food I can, medical supplies, fuel I can, and get out of here before another Rift event happens. And so the AI is desperately trying to save me because I'm the only person alive now. And in order to get the things I needed, I've made friends with 4 colonists that have already passed, and I've collected their HoloSim data cards, which allows me to talk to their holograms at a moment in time before they had died. And so I become friends with them, and it's kind of like a romance thing too, like I can flirt and date them or whatever. And they're trying to help me get off this planet and survive in space long enough to be picked up by some kind of like other ship or something. And so as I'm going along collecting the items and getting more data on what happened, it's like the more emotional the game gets. And it's a really good game. I highly recommend it. Hi Tower, how are you doing? You haven't decided what time? Well, I get that. I do have work tomorrow, but I usually try to like at least host the streams if I can. But I mean, if you do it in like the afternoon, for me, because I'm 3 hours behind you, I'd be able to catch it. At least I think I'm 3 hours behind you. Space flirting, exactly. Dating in outer space. A worn set of sheets have been strung up as a privacy curtain to separate the 2 halves of the room. I get that, but can I, like, push it out of the way? It's a curtain. Oh, I can go around it. I'm an idiot. I'm not the smartest when it comes to this game. Thank you, Hightower, for asking. I'm doing pretty good. It's a replica of a Zen Buddhist phrase from Old Earth. It translates as beginner's mind. The small table is covered with rotting piles of books and storage discs. Some of them appear to contain information on sanitation. The bed looks like it was made to military standards. The occupant appears to have been very neat and tidy. Okay, so this is the very neat and tidy person. So I need to find some kind of code. The only thing I'm really seeing is beginner's mind. I wonder if that's its code. I wonder. I'm going to open up a notepad and type some stuff into it because they expect me to remember way too much stuff. Hi Maverick, how are you? wasn't expecting a shiny version of it. I'm completely fine with normal ones. I have a whole box of just normal and shiny Larvesta and Volcarona, just because I love to collect them. So if you have a normal one, I'm totally fine with that. There you go, Maverick. Thank you so much for the host. Alright. Alright. A single sleeping area has been fashioned in that corner. The occupant of those quarters was likely not fond of sharing space. When did I get superpowers? Okay, so this person is the not like sharing space person. And I'm not really seeing anything that's going to tell me their code. I'm not seeing a code. Not seeing a code at all. Shit. Yeah, Rob, Maverick will call people super, sweet, all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, Volcarona is a beast when it's trained up, for sure. Oh no, it's the lady with the baby that died. That musty shelf doesn't contain anything useful to us, but it's packed with children's publications, educational books, and toys. Not ready for this. More children's toys. These look to be some kind of homemade playset, constructed from 3D printed plastic. They're very elaborate. Those are high-quality running shoes. They have been broken inconsiderably from regular use. The lavatory is sealed shut. Okay. The bed is covered in children's books and toys. The occupant must have been one of the few new parents of the colony. Aww. God damn it. So I smell highlights magazine. Oh god. My ultimate, I'm feeling pretty good. I went and hung out with my mom at lunch, had a drink, came home, got some wood for the fire. Now I'm here with my heating blanket, trying to finish this game. Did I already do this? Yeah, I already did this. I already did this. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Get out! No! Because I was super into it. I do not know what that is, Trekkie. Okay. Those depictions look to have been made by 2 different children, judging by my analysis of the scan. According to official records, only 3 children were born in this installation. They were all in Colony B, so my records are incomplete. Oh, shit. The doll-like figure has been constructed from various scraps of fabric and stuffed. For handiwork, it is of surprising quality. Shun Trek. That's a communally accessible filtration system. Judging by the leftover residue, it used a series of filtration pucks to purify the rainwater. Even with a proper testing apparatus, that could be dangerous. By this point, however, the colonist options were probably very few. True. I really don't like coming to Colony B. Colony B hurts really bad. Ow. My leg keeps falling asleep so easily. Okay. Let's see. It appears that quite a number of people occupied this room. These are certainly not ideal living conditions. They only have so much they could do. There's a cart of various drugs and instruments, along with a homemade chart for various patients. It looks like this room was used as some sort of unofficial treatment room away from the medical facility. God damn it. Someone put up a handmade shift schedule, likely because network systems were down. The schedule is for the medical facility. I never really understood that phrase, proof is in the pudding. Scan the back. There are discarded nurse uniforms under all that dust and dirt. This room is in a serious state of disarray. Can't go in the locked room. Noodles can buy love. Well, I mean, noodles are a good gift for anyone. As access to materials became more difficult, colonists likely used makeshift barriers like this to keep out the elements and attempt some kind of privacy. I don't understand what any of the codes are supposed to be right now. We haven't found the remains of any of the colonists who remained here. Perhaps they are still alive somewhere? No, there's no way they're alive right now. They could buy you full stomach. That emergency tent is stuffed with multiple makeshift beds. It must have housed at least 4 people. That would have been terribly cramped. I just thought I saw something in the scan. I guess not. I guess I'm just crazy. Oh. Lantern. Be careful. The shattered polycarbonate pieces of that broken light fixture could be enough to damage your suit. Okay. Locked. Why are all the bathrooms locked? One of those plants looks to have been violently knocked over and never readjusted. The bed has been tossed as if someone had been moving around and over it. Huh. Weird. It's a very old saying, but I think it's like calling a good meal good from just a starter. That's what it's like. Oh, okay. I kind of get what you mean by that, Hightower. The ceiling has been rigged with hoses and a crude spout solution that acts as a shower system of some kind. Your scan reveals a lot of old dirt and mold buildup in there. It probably hasn't been used in many months. Where is Pierre? Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing. Bean is streaming right now, Maverick. She was in here for like a moment and then she left to go stream. She has her friend Jade over. You should pop in there and say hi. Go see Bean. Frick. I don't know. Don't know what I'm doing. I think I already went in here. Yes, I did. I was already in here. Ah. Please. I already was in all those rooms. Math, please. Why? Well, there's so many freaking buildings. I was already in these 2, right? No, I was not. There are dozens of dusty textbooks and reference material about human behavior and psychology on that shelf. You humans really do like inefficient physical media. Thank you, AI. That's a synthetic leather couch. It looks very well worn, like many people have sat or reclined upon it. Okay, have a great night, Hightower. I'll message you tomorrow to see if you're available to trade. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, I agree with Sharky's statement. He's probably helping some customers. Or he's off work and he's like chilling at a Sonic drive-in. There are a couple of sleeping areas set up for colonists, and the furniture has been moved to accommodate them. Despite the musty layer from being exposed to the damp air, that bed is tidily made. Okay, alright. Ooh, all the bathrooms are locked. There are several makeshift bedrolls on the floor. One of them is covered with the standard issued sheets that normally go on a bed. It almost looks like the occupant gave up their bed to someone else and slept on the floor instead. Aw, it's sad. What is... The photo depicts one of the female colonists, but it is too worn for me to properly analyze. The sheets on the bed aren't standard, and there are personal items around it that don't match the decor of the room. This game is really not making it easy for me to figure out what their codes are for this dang door. God damn it. Not seeing anything. Okay, so it's already here. Posters, ration container. Okay, the door to the mess hall is locked with a password system. There's an info screen to the left of the door that might help. So wait. Please enter room codes in correct sequence. My god, I cannot speak. Okay. So the order is El Amin. Sorry. Bouchard. Rumsey. And then Bouchard. Okay. Okay, so now I need to go find this thing. Okay. Yeah, I think I understand what it means now. Okay. Personnel. Okay, so Kaylee is the one with the kid. Okay, so Kaylee Pajari, the kid room. Sorry. Studious, calm, individual. Okay, sorry is calm, studious, calm and tidy. Okay, tidy guy. Okay. And privacy. Okay. Now, El Amin. Okay, so she hoards data on terraforming. Oh, so the room I was just in with where like the person gave up their bed. Okay, and then incidents. Hi Michelle, how are you? And an attempt to maintain order. Okay. Technician Rumsey. Okay, Rumsey. Third altercation with another colonist. Distressed behaviors making things difficult. Okay, so he was aggressive. Okay. Alright. Now I gotta go get all the different rooms and stuff. Make this work here. Okay. Let's see. I'm doing pretty great, actually, Michelle, today. Thank you. Okay, so this was the kind room, where she gave up her room. I mean, she gave up her room and her bed to other people, so she's 2. So this one is 2. Okay. Number 1. There's textbooks. Okay, I'm not really sure. How was your weekend, Michelle? Did you do anything cool? Just done my hair. Just doing dumb things. Okay, number 3, I believe, is... Okay, this is the one that doesn't like to share space, so... Number 3. Okay. And then number 4 should be the one with the kid. Yes, so 4. And the aggressive guy had the plant, so Bouchard was probably number 1. Sorry. Hi, Psych, how are you? Play videos with Babe, and that's all since we found it. I hung out with Bella a lot this weekend, but that was about it. But it sounds like you had fun hanging out with your friend, your bae, and all that. Okay, this is the broken bed. Medical supplies. Oh, this could be Bouchard's room. I don't know. They didn't. Thank you, Michelle. They didn't really. This one was the aggressive one. Okay, so 6. Oh, you might, Psych? Oh my god! What's gonna be the deciding factor that lets you, that helps you do that? Okay, so it could be 1 or 5. So I'm gonna put that on there. Or 5. Alright, let's go try out this code. See if it works. But yeah, what's going to be the deciding factor on if you do that or not, Psych? Gosh. Oh, there's a fly near my face. Pizza you're about to eat. Let's do it. Okay, so... 2. Wait, what is this? I just got the email. Rob, thank you so much for adding me to your auto host. 2, 3, 1, 6, 4. Okay, awesome. It was 1. That makes a lot of sense, Psych. It's always worth the try, you know? Like, you gotta take chances, you gotta take risks. How terrible. It looks like a seismic event caused yet another collapse. That room looks entirely demolished. I hate to think it's true, but... Mo, I think the survivors were trapped in this room when it happened. If so, they likely all perished here together. What an awful end. Potty Bay. Exactly what Trekkie is saying. Get messy. Oh shit, this sucks. This sucks. The food processing unit itself is terribly out of order, but these parts will help us maintain the unit on the escape ship. What happened there in Colony B is nothing less than a tragedy. How those poor people must have suffered right up until the end. This is all my fault. Okay, Michelle. Aw, thank you, Rob. It's so nice of you to say. Yeah, I usually have my auto host set to random on my list. It's not. You are too kind. There was no way for me to understand the depths of the suffering here, but seeing it now with you doesn't make it any easier. Those people all died thinking I abandoned them. Well, one last thing before you come back. Have a look at the east side of the room. I'm picking up a light air current coming from there. Okay. Let's see what's in here. Okay, Psych. Good luck at work. I hope it's going well for you. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. Okay. Blue water's pouring out everywhere. Oh, that's the escape ship hangar for Colony B. My. It's even worse than I imagined. Okay. Let's see what we gotta go. Oh no, it's Pierre. Oh no. Is there anything else in the room I can look at? No? Oh, wait. There's something there. I thought, oh. Good work. I think you found the last of those schematics. This one contains highly detailed formula and notes regarding a propulsion system. Incredible. With all these improvements, the escape ship can be even better than we hoped for. You should let Mr. Tong know about this when you visit him in the Hollow Sim Chamber. Yes, I can't go over there. Okay. What a waste. The other escape ship has been completely demolished. Its prolonged exposure to the elements has rendered it useless, even for parts. Oh, God. Pierre is my second favorite in this game. I'm not... God damn it. Mo, as you have probably surmised, that is the body of Director Pierre Tong. This is a most surprising discovery. By all the other colonists' accounts, Mr. Tong left Colony B and never returned. They felt he abandoned them, so what is he doing here? Hold on. Mr. Tong was holding a data pad when he died. Thankfully, it still has some power. I'm transferring its contents now. Well, this is incredible. It appears Mr. Tong was working on a way to improve the escape ships. His data pad contains detailed plans for upgrades. Those schematics you found must have been the first draft of these upgrades. He must have worked on them before leaving the colony. There's an audio file attached to the plan. Oh, you doubted me. I know you thought I'd given up on everyone. Maybe for a little while, I did. But as usual, I couldn't accept defeat. So I found a way. I made these plans to help who was left. Of course, I hoped you'd be there when I got back. But you weren't. Nobody was. Jean, you have to believe me. I came back to help. But when I returned, everyone was either gone or dead. I was too late. I saw their signs. They thought I had failed them completely. And I guess I have. Worst of all, though, I failed you. I hope you find this. I hope you're still out there and you come back. These plans can help you survive. The audio file ends there. It was recorded 2 years ago in 2062. I don't think Jean ever got to hear this message. God damn this game. Please, Mo, we've seen enough. I can't bear it anymore. Just come back home. God damn this game. This game just like it sees my heart right here. And it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna rip it right out of her chest and just stomp on it. And it's like, God fucking damn it. I knew Pierre didn't abandon them. I knew he did not. I'm so sorry. For what? It's just, oh, I can't bear to think about it. Never mind. Or AI. Cool Cat Terry, thank you so much for the host. Let's see, I'm still on caps lock. Cool Cat. Gosh darn it. I always do that. 100. There we go. That's better. Okay. Back to Colony A I go. Okie dokie. That was beyond awful. Please don't think less of me, Mo. Poor AI, I could not. It's not its fault that the Rift event destroyed all communication with everyone. That's not the AI's fault. Well, Mo, I guess now we know the depths of what happened at the other colony. And now it looks like you have one last discovery to report tonight. This really has been a rough week. In the meantime, I'll be using your data to prepare the escape ship. I suppose, Mo, we just have to keep moving forward. This game, though, does have some really great morals strewn out throughout it. Like, freaking, I actually was like crying when I was talking to Winnie. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed if you were in my stream last time, but like legit, I had tears coming out of my eyes. It was so sad. It's time, Mo. Whatever happens in the Hollow-Sim chamber tonight, I think it's best if you're honest. I hope Mr. Tong isn't too upset with either of us. So far, the colonists have taken the way they've died okay. Even Winnie. But I don't know how Pierre's gonna handle it. Oh, hello again, Mo. I was making some real progress on the thruster simulations for your ship. I was a bit distracted there. What seems to be the matter? You look like you want to tell me something. Did something happen? Found you. Oh, I see. Well, by them. Isn't it crazy? He was doing exactly what I'm doing now for you. Trying to fix an escape ship. Trying to make it better so you can survive. But he wasn't being selfish. He was trying to do it for Gene, to at least give him a chance. I saw some of the scan data that 3B processed from your trip to Colony B. They hated me. Him, I suppose. They didn't really understand. What's worse, though, is that they never realized how much I tried to do to help them. At that point, though, we were all doomed. Damn it, I couldn't help Gene, I couldn't help the people who trusted me, and I couldn't even help myself. I'm a failed leader by all accounts. That's not true. You really think so, don't you? Even after everything that you've seen over these past couple of weeks? You're a great friend, Mel. I think I know what you mean, though, I guess. Well, what happened those past couple of years, that wasn't even me. It's strange to think of it this way, but since 3B recreated me in here, I've been growing, learning. I suppose that means I've become my own person. And that makes me wonder if, the person you see in front of you right now was there now, would I make different decisions? Would things work out? Possibly. I have to think so. Even if the other me, if his motives were genuine, he still failed. I have to think that now, I might prove more able. Well, I get where he's coming from, talking about that, but it honestly doesn't matter, because the people are still dead. I appreciate you telling me the truth. It's difficult but necessary. You'd make a pretty good leader yourself, Mo. And with that out of the way, let's talk about something else. We can't change the past, and there's still so much to do. What do you want to talk about tonight? Colony B. Of course, yes, let's go over what you saw out there. It really seemed like the colonists did their best to maintain order out there. They were good people, smart, driven. Maybe part of me thought that the people would survive on their own, that they didn't need me. Obviously, that wasn't completely true. I didn't know how to be a leader, in a way. The other colonists needed a beacon, perhaps. Sometimes when you trust and respect people, you actually neglect them. You don't give them the support they need, because you don't think they need it. I demanded a lot from people, and they always delivered. In leaving Colony B, I guess I took everyone else for granted. But I couldn't see that at the time. They thought I abandoned them, when I probably just assumed they'd be okay. It was an arrogant mistake. I don't know. It's a tough situation either way, but in the end, I guess at least my actions will help you out. Schematics. So you found all those handwritten designs. Let's see what the other me was up to and what we can do with these. This will help a lot. Thanks. The other me was trying to solve the problems I am now, only he had to do it on pieces of paper in his head. You see, the problem with the ship is that we couldn't predict what is happening with the planet right now. That's proving a whole new set of variables. And the extra resistance, gravity, and atmospheric changes caused, by the collapse is proving too much for the escape ship as it exists now. The ship itself, that purple egg, is fine. Once you get to space, it should operate as intended, as long as the others also solve their own problems. But the bottom half, which is the first stage rocket, needs improvement, and we don't have the ability to heavily modify the ship, since you're the only one left. But these schematics can save us some time. The other Pierre did some legwork already. Thanks for finding these, Mel. Before signing up with Hudson Cartier, I was pretty much a lone wolf. I didn't like to manage people or even worry about them, so I usually stuck to myself. And I remember when I was quite young and still at school, being both very presumptuous and aggressive in my studies. One time, another student and I produced detailed technical reports for an engineering class. You know, schematics, rational, of real world applications, that kind of thing. I read the other student's report, and I knew it wasn't as good as mine. It was solid, well-researched, but not creative, not as revolutionary. But when we received our evaluation, I was horrified to learn we had gotten the same grade. I was livid, and I told my instructors. In fact, I made everyone's life hell for a few days, demanding to know why they would merit our efforts equally, even though my work was better. That's intense. I was a very intense young man, almost seething, you know. I took everything so seriously back then. I wouldn't let the administration go without changing the marks. I felt my work had to be recognized as superior to the other students. But what I realized later was how awful I'd been, that in trying to demand that recognition of my own ability, I was undermining that of the girls. It took me a long time to mature from that point, and as my recognition throughout the world grew, I realized how selfish and petty that all was. So when we chose candidates for this facility, I looked for that. I looked for me all those years ago, and anyone who reminded me of that didn't make the cut. Learning about the fate of the other me, that wasn't easy, but your willingness to be honest with me has only made me more dedicated to completing the work I started here. This facility may be a lost cause, and I may never forgive myself for its failure, but spending this time with you has reminded me of something pretty important. The fact that we're not perfect, that we can't always be judged to be the highest in our field, that doesn't matter, a forsaken planet. Thanks for bringing me around. I don't think I could have gotten over this hump without you. Okay. I'm with you. I know you are, and it means a lot. Believe me. Well, no point wasting cycles. I'm going to complete this work. See you soon. Alrighty. Let's head off to bed now. Yeah. Okey-dokey. Why is it doing that?